So we all need to be in the ready mode because it's the time of year that this can happen.
And tonight, more than 150 active fires burning here in Alaska. We have complete coverage tonight as nearly 800 firefighters are on the ground and air support teams work above to contain them, with more help on the way. We have live team coverage across our state tonight, starting with Lex Yelverton at Denali National Park, where people have been forced to leave their homes and their workplaces.
Mike, we've seen crews respond to the Riley fire all today. This fire is still active and it is not contained. The fire spans roughly 350 acres. It's something that's caused the evacuation of over 100 people. Today, we talked with multiple people from across the country who all had different reactions to this big fire.
Really, I feel mostly sad for what it's causing everybody. I'm not really scared because I've been watching all the planes and helicopters really do their best to get it out, and it's mostly just sadness for how it's affecting everyone.
We got here late on Friday, and we noticed there was a lot of smoke in Fairbanks, and so we've been dealing with that for like 3 days there. So today we come down here to Denali, and lo and behold, there's more fires down here, so it's been kind of surprising.
It's happening all over Alaska now. So yes, it's very concerning, especially with this wind coming out of the south as strong as it is. I live in Healy, so I'm very thankful to see these guys fighting this fire and not trying to contain it anyway.
I've seen the helicopters going back and forth. I've seen the planes going back and forth, and I know that, I mean, the firefighters and the pilots are doing all they can to put it out.
Paul Oleg with the Denali National Park Service maintains the top priority is firefighters and public safety. It's also why they are focusing so heavily on this fire, because of its proximity of only being a quarter-mile away from structures and people. This fire is unique as there haven't been many in the entrance area to the park, with the last significant fire at this location being about a century ago. So far, the fire hasn't caused evacuations of roughly 150 park employees, has caused evacuations, and there are other park areas that are prepared for evacuations just in case. Now,
the fire is still very active, and we're hoping that the weather is going to cooperate, and that may help in the firefighting efforts.
Now, Oleg says that there are 12 smoke jumpers, a fire crew, varied aircraft, and 4 interagency hotshot crews working to put out this fire. Lex Yelverton, Alaska's news source.
All right, 16 miles south of Talkeetna is the Montana Creek fire. John Thompson joins us live from that area after speaking with fire officials there. John, what can you tell us?
Well, Mike, actually some pretty good news here as firefighters were able to lay down a hose perimeter around the entire 172 acres of the Montana Creek fire. Also, a little bit of reprieve from precipitation. Now, we're at the Montana Creek campground, which is about a mile or less than a mile from the actual fire. Right behind me, Montana Creek Road. Just down that road, a little ways, is the fire. We've got, speaking with crews and logistics personnel, the big help has been the aforementioned hose setup around that entire perimeter of the fire. The hose and pump setup, along with sprayed fire retardant, are keeping the fire contained. Now, according to Incident Commander Timothy Sherwin out of Wyoming, the 172-acre fire now roughly 35% contained, but the job is not done.
We're working towards containment, which ensures that basically all of our resources are out here every day, working along the edges that you see here. You can see some of the smoke there, and they will continue to push further and further interior, hitting those smokes.
So the work continues here, just like I said, about a mile down Montana Creek Road next to the Montana Creek campground where we're hanging out right now, and about 16 miles south of Talkeetna. Officials say that the cause of the fire is not yet known. I'm John Thompson for Alaska's News Source.
All right, John, thanks for the update. 4 more firefighting crews arrived this morning to help put out these flames. 14 crews have come up from the lower 48 so far to help. 2 crews are being sent to the Riley wildfire today. Beth Ibsen with BLM tells us that they have been successful in keeping the fire from burning any buildings. It is important to remember, though, that wildfires are unpredictable, active fires that can change at a moment's notice.
Just be aware that things can change quite quickly. And it's not just with this fire, it's with any place in Alaska. We're a very fire-prone ecosystem. It's not a matter of if, but when a fire will happen. It's just be prepared and be aware.
And we have new information on evacuations from fires burning north of Fairbanks. Melissa Fry has that for us now.
Yeah, Mike, we just got this information in here a little bit ago to the newsroom. We've been watching this fire, that is the Globe Fire, along the Elliott Highway. I want to show you where this is, again, north of Fairbanks. That fire has crossed the highway. There are new evacuations along Elliott Highway tonight. If you are between mileposts 30 and 50, you are told to go now. If you're between mileposts 50 and 60, you need to be prepared at a moment's notice. And then you need to start getting ready, even from mileposts 18 to 30 and from mileposts 60 to 70. So covering a wide area there of the Elliott fire, of the Elliott Highway. This fire now over 55,000 acres. It's a complex with those fires burning to the southwest. There's 140 personnel on this fire, and the containment currently listed at 0. And to the south of Fairbanks, the largest fire burning in the state, the McDonald Fire, now up to 122,000 acres, combining with the Clear Fire just to the north, also at about 23,000 acres. Again, just a number of the 164 active fires burning in the state. 19 of those are new in the past 24 hours, and we have 18 that currently have staff assigned to them. Year to date, we're over 434,000 acres burned and counting. But here's the good news. We do have one front arriving from the north. This is going to be colder and wetter conditions across the northern half of the state midweek, followed by a second storm on the 4th of July. First to bring wet conditions to the western side of the state, and then we'll see that spreading east. So again, likely good news from that. But until then, we do still have burn bans in place. Burn permits are suspended in many areas here across the state. It's really important that you use extra caution. And Mike will have a closer look at that statewide forecast here in a few minutes.
All right, Melissa, we'll see you then. Thanks. Be sure to stay up to date with the very latest information from our weather team with the free Alaska's News Source weather app. It's a free download that will keep you informed and your family safe.